fault. That was my fault. I forget to hit the go live button. No.
I thought it was something wrong with my phone.
Oh,
Sorry about that, everybody. I forgot to hit the go live button. I was.
That sounds like us.
oh man, that's
Oh,
I'll
man.
start over. Cheers. I see David Tedco, David B, Tracy, Brad, Jim Phillips, Sandy. Cheers, everybody out there. I did introduce the guys from Live from the Patio, and I guess nobody heard it. So I'll do it again. We got Marty and Father Thorntonberry from Live from the Patio. They're going to be joining us tonight.
what's going on.
What's going on?
Yep. Bobby Yaga, cheers. Sugar Kitty. Sugar Kitty, I hope you got your samples or the that you won from the duck race. I sent them out. So I think I saw you should have received them. So we got several things we're doing tonight. Marty actually won one of the duck races and he got a light whiskey flight. So we're actually going to be doing those live tonight on air. And we're going to be having a duck race. So another one, our weekly duck race for every $5 in Super Chat. You get a duck in the race. And I'm also going to be doing my monthly Patreon giveaway tonight. So we got several things going on.
Sweet.
But as I was saying, the guys, I haven't seen them since our Blue Note pick. Just kind of seeing how they were doing, catching up with them.
Yeah, it is wet down here, and make sure I got my sound up on my phone. We've had nothing but rain.
Every day it rains half a day at least.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's more drinking time though.
Yeah, there you go. We had a good weekend up here in Ohio. It was cool but sunny, so it wasn't too hot, but we didn't have any rain, so it was pretty nice. Memorial Day, cooked out yesterday, ate outside on the deck and stuff like that. So that was nice.
Oh yeah. Great.
Well,
David, I got you.
I went to St. Louis and got to the hotel, went straight to the bar because I rode around with kids for 4 hours, and ordered me a double shot of Woodford. $45.
Oh gosh.
Are you kidding me? For what kind of Woodford?
I was like, I can't get drunk at this price.
Was it like the batch proof or something?
No, it was a shelf 45 or shelf Woodford for $45. Now I was glad to drink it, but
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
So you had anything on the Blue Note pick?
Yeah, so I did talk to Blue Note. Thank you, Tracy. I got you. Last week, and they said that Greenlight, the distributor, have received the information and we're scheduling a pickup. So I expect it to be at the retailer in about 3 more weeks after this one. So right around mid-June, it should be available for purchase.
so do you get to pick your own labels and the whole 9 yards, or how does that work?
Well, no, so it's the standard Blue Note label. It does have like the little gold seal on it that's saying hand selected by the whiskey sippers. And I did have a tater sticker made that will be shipped with the bottles.
Okay,
So,
cool.
so it is going to have a tater sticker.
So what we need to get is it like you said it was like free shipping for 6 bottles?
Yeah, so we have a bottle shop, thewhiskeysippers.com, and it's going to be for sale on the bottle shop. And if you order 3 bottles, it's half off shipping. 6+ bottles, it's free shipping. So
Yeah,
like if you get
we'll get
together
that.
a group of friends and order a case, you can get it shipped for free.
Heck yeah. Sounds good.
So that's the way it'll work. And yeah, hopefully. So I'm on June 14th. I'm doing a big 1-year anniversary live stream. I'm going to do a special 2-hour live stream on that Saturday, and I'm hoping that it becomes available like that week, so that I can talk about it on the live stream or something. So that's what I'm really hoping for. That they'll get it in by that time. So we'll see. But on that live
show.
Yeah, on that live stream, I'm going to have bottle giveaways to people who are in the chat. And I'm also going to have some bottles that I'll be duck racing off on that live stream. So it's going to be a pretty big live stream. We got some good bottles in there.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yeah, look forward to watching that on Father's Day weekend too.
Yep. All right, guys. Is that? I didn't even know when Father's Day was. That's pretty bad. All right. So which one do you guys want to start with? So you got three whiskeys from me. You got the King's Family Distillery 17-year light whiskey, the Penelope 17-year light whiskey, and the Obtainium, which is a 28-year whiskey aged in Stitzel Weller barrels. So which one do you want to start with?
I think that order you said was the lowest to highest proof, so I think that'll work.
Yeah, so the lowest proof is the King's.
Yeah.
And it is at 135, which isn't very low, but
Oh, okay. I got
yeah.
it mixed up. I thought that was okay.
Jim, thank you very much. I got your entries.
There's Silly Yorkie.
How much you want?
That's good for now. Give me a good start
This
point.
is high proof, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the King's Family Distillery, American light whiskey, 17 years old, 135 proof. And this is this is at least bottled in Tennessee. Like the barrels and the bottles are in Tennessee because they're over by Gatlinburg. King's
I
Family
didn't know that.
Distillery. Yeah.
Got a good nose on it.
So that's a Tennessee distillery. Thank you very much, Jim. Trevor, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Donald, good to see you. Cheers. Yeah, I love the nose on these light whiskeys.
Yes.
Now, have you had any of the other light whiskeys? Are you familiar with them at all?
I think I had some of the Penelope, but it wasn't the 17. What was it? They have a 15 last year, maybe?
They had a 15 last year, yeah.
I tried the 15, but that's the only one I've had.
All right, so let's pretend that I only drink beer. What's the difference between a light whiskey and a regular whiskey?
Okay, so light whiskeys are barreled at a higher entry proof, and they are aged typically in used barrels. So it doesn't have to be aged in a new charred barrel. So that's why they'll be aged in used barrels. They come in, they can barrel them at like 160 proof. So that's why they tend to be higher proof when they come out.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see the light whiskeys, down in the teens. They're always like in the 130 pluses, and a number of them are mats.
Now, I think the only one I've had is the Obtainium. But I don't think I've had this particular
Yeah,
one.
we actually have one too. That's it's got Captain Hazmat on it. It's like 163.3 or something. That's the only one I've ever had of that.
Yeah. Now the Obtainium that I sent you is 160, but what's special about that is the barrels it's aged in. You're going to see, especially if you pour your other Obtainium and you compare them, you're going to see a huge profile difference.
I feel like there's a setup waiting to happen. We'll have to sample.
Thank you, Sugar Kitty.
I don't
Yep, you're
remember.
right. The distillation proof is higher and the barrel entry proof is higher for light whiskeys. And what it was is back in like the late 80s when bourbon was really and whiskey in general was kind of dying, and people were going to drinking things like vodkas and clear liquors. This was kind of like the whiskey's industry attempt to match that light whiskey, those clear, the light colored. So they made this light whiskey, and it never really took off. But now that they've aged and they've gotten older, I think they're really good.
Oh yeah, they are. And I guess the higher entry proof in the old barrels is why it can't be bourbon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, used barrels above the entry proof that you use for bourbon. So.
Well, that was pretty tasty.
Yeah, I find them all to have a little bit of a citrus note, but they also still have some sweetness to them, almost like a maple sweetness.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. And actually, when I just rinsed it out with water, I got a big hint of that maple as I was drinking that water out of it.
I'm going to pour these up. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's the last layer.
Yeah, the last.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
That's the second.
I guess that's the first Kings I've ever had.
Now, King's sources, right? And almost all your American light whiskey is going to be sourced because the only ones who really have that old of American light whiskey is MGP. So the distilleries buy the barrels from MGP, age them, bring them over to their distillery where they sit another 5 or 6 years or whatever, and then bottle them. So this was all distilled, the American light whiskey, by MGP, and then just bottled by Penelope or King's.
Cool.
So what's the second one we're having?
The second one will be the Penelope 17 year, which is 138.8 proof.
Woo.
So a little bit higher, but the same age statement.
A little different on the nose.
See, I didn't know that, Sugar Kitty. Thank you. Sugar Kitty says that the MGP light whiskey mash bill is 99% corn.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I guess that's the sweetness.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It is sweet. You get a sweetness and you get that citrusy aspect to it as well.
Yeah, I only have a bottle of the only one I have, like it says, is Obtanium, this light whiskey. I don't have any in the house either.
Yeah, there's not a lot of the light whiskeys out there. Evernorth has a light whiskey they put out, the Bourbon Junkies brand, and Sealbox dropped a 20-year light whiskey that was a hazmat.
Ooh.
I don't have a bottle of that, unfortunately, but a friend of mine does, and I got to try it. It's fantastic. Bourbon and Balls, cheers. Yeah, I just love the nose on these.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So between these two, I'm leaning towards the Kings.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I do too. I think the Penelope's a little oakier to me.
I agree with you.
The King's
it's got a little more sweetness. I like the Kings. Yep.
I think the King's is a little bit sweeter. The Penelope's a little oakier. I mean, they're both good, but I agree with you. I like the Kings better between those two. Yep, those are good. They're both good though.
They are.
Like I said, I'm really liking the American light whiskeys I've had.
Well, I'll be on the lookout for a few then. Like I said, I didn't.
Look, I'll get done with this, and it's 101's gonna be like water.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you hit this next one. So the last one is the Obtanium. It is aged 28 years in Stitzel Weller barrels, and it is 160 proof.
And see, something Obtanium does that it's not even as it tastes more mild than the other two, or smells more mild.
Yeah, they sure don't drink.
No, they don't.
No, they don't drink 160 proof, not even close.
I mean, this is damn near PG or pure grain alcohol from when we was kids. Everclear. This is damn near Everclear.
Yeah, pretty close.
But it'd curl your toes if you drink some Everclear.
So I have a bottle of Stitzel Weller distilled Old Fitzgerald from 1970. I got the VVS that was Stitzel Weller distilled last year from Heaven Hill, and I have this one, and all three are similar. You can tell that Stitzel Weller profile. To me, it stands out. It's really different. It's got like some distinct notes to it.
So
that doesn't drink anywhere near 160.
no,
Not even close. That could get you in a lot of trouble.
I was gonna say about 4 of them.
It may be lighter than the other two as far as the ethanol.
Yeah, it's great pour. That the age, that light whiskey when it ages in those barrels really just tampers down the ethanol burn out of them.
Man,
I wish I paid more attention to science, and I.
Again, anybody just joining us, we will be having duck races tonight. Every $5 in Super Chat gets you a duck in the race, and the winner will get to pick a bag. And that's where these samples came from. Marty won one of the duck races.
That's a damn good pour.
it is.
Well, I love this Obtanium. I do. I need to find another bottle of that Stitzel Weller aged Obtanium.
Now we're going to try to guess yours.
Oh yeah.
All right, Marty, I got you on there. So Sugar Kitty, I have not had that Corbin Cash. Is that any good? Have you guys had Corbin Cash?
Yeah, Terry's got a bottle of the 8-year bourbon. It's a single barrel from somewhere in a store in California. It's like it's 149 or 150 proof. And man,
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, it's something I haven't come across yet.
I think he ordered it. El Chiro or something like that.
All right. I get on the nose. I get more ethanol on this one than this one.
Which one is that?
This is the one Todd sent.
And this was one ours.
Yes.
Now, what? How long is the one you got aged?
28 years.
Oh, so same amount of years. Okay.
Yeah, they're probably almost identical.
124
Oh,
bottles.
hold up. I just got that ethanol on that one.
Yeah, distilled 93.
I know why. This Glencairn has less in it, so I'm getting more of the.
Oh yeah.
But when I tilted it,
and I don't remember what they said. The store. This is a single barrel from Crossroads in Little Rock. So I don't know if it was Stitzel-Weller barrels or not. I really don't.
Usually the Stitzel-Weller ones call it out on the label. They'll actually say Stitzel-Weller on the label. I don't know if you can see that. Go back to your King's Glen and give it a smell now. You can smell the maple now that it's been sitting a little bit. It's really strong maple scent in that.
So, yeah, I got a lot of maple on that when I smelled it last time. So Marty's has more of to me, more of that Texas funk. And I can't describe it except for that Texas funk.
Yeah,
cheers, Paul. Thanks for joining.
So, I think I might like this one better.
Man, they're all good.
Paul's got the Whiskey War double.
Yours is great.
We may have to see if we can get Todd a sample of that.
Yeah, I think so. Let him do a little comparison too.
Yeah,
I like Todd. I think I like Todd's better, but I wouldn't throw yours out of bed for eating crackers.
Well, it don't take much of that, does it?
Cheers, Mark. So Paul said he's drinking the Whiskey War double oak. I actually had a sample of that. That's pretty good. I haven't had a lot of that stuff from that distillery, the Whiskey War. I can't remember the name, which distillery that is down here, but it's an Ohio distillery. But their double oak was pretty good.
That's some mighty fine high proof stuff right there.
Yeah, I'm a fan of light whiskey. I wouldn't mind if I could set up and do like an Obtainium barrel pick or something I would be interested in for sure.
Oh,
I'm not sure we'd survive that one. Steven's got
I'm willing to give it. I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah. I'd like to
High
try.
bank.
You got to risk it for the biscuit.
That's right. Risk it for the biscuit. That's it.
Yeah. Y'all guys,
Skeeter would be out.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I got these samples. Man, they sent some good stuff.
Yep. Again, if you're just joining, we're going to be having a duck race later. For every $5 in super chat, you get a duck in the race. You get a chance to pick a bag. It's got a blind bag flight, and that's what Marty won that, and that's what the flight was, the light whiskey flight.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, Obtainium barrel pick does sound awesome, and Devin has been hitting me up about he really wants to do one when he gets back from deployment. So we'll see.
You would have a hell of a crowd trying to get in on that one.
Right? That'd be a heck of a way to go.
But you could film that one. It'd probably be a good show.
Yeah, live stream that.
Yes. Where are they out of? Marty's abandoned me too.
They are Cat's Eye Distillery out of Iowa.
Okay.
I want to say Davenport, Iowa. I'm not 100% sure if it's Davenport, but I know it's Iowa.
See here. Bettendorf.
There you go. Okay. Bettendorf, Iowa. Yeah, I knew it was Iowa and Cat's Eye Distillery.
Well, they make a good product.
Yeah, I'm a fan of these light whiskeys and that Obtainium. All very good. Very just light and sweet. Drink way under their proof and can definitely be dangerous.
Yeah, let me. Everybody, make sure you're getting this duck race.
I'm also going to be doing the Patreon giveaway for our paid Patreon members later in the episode. And tonight, the Patreon giveaway prize is going to be a 2-ounce sample of the New Riff High Note Decade Bourbon that was just released. So it's the 10-year New Riff Bourbon. I actually thank
okay.
you, Paul.
Hold on, I did that. Hold on.
What?
Marty over pushing buttons.
I was trying to get the chat open.
I got you.
Valid spot in the trunk samples, Brad. Yeah, that could be. That'd be a heavy hitter. That'd be a heavy hitter. Yeah. So the New Riff, the 10-year that got released last week, I managed to get it. I actually filmed a video last night coming out tomorrow where I review it, and it is fantastic. I don't know if you guys are a fan of New Riff or you really had any New Riff, but it is very good. Very good. Yep. Trevor got it. He knows. Yep. It's very good.
Yeah, I've had several different New Riff single barrels that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I've done 5 picks there. I've done 4 bourbon and a rye at New Riff over the last 3 years. So that's been my go-to spot. Okay, Father Fortenberry, got you.
Yeah, I always gotta be careful because you don't know how many times I've almost sent like $500.
Oops, a little too many zeros. You really want to win
Yeah.
that duck race.
Yeah, that slide button. I'll get drunk. That slide button wants to get squirrely with it. I'm gonna leave you for a second.
All right.
So, Marty, are you guys Tennessee fans? I know you live in Tennessee.
We live across the bridge, so we live in Arkansas, so we're Razorback fans.
Oh, you're Razorback fans. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you see that about they were talking about kicking Tennessee out of the SEC?
No, I did not.
They were like, there was something going on last week where they were saying they wanted to pass a rule where you couldn't, like if they put a salary cap or something like that, you couldn't fight it. And Tennessee's always fought any kind of NIL limitations. And they were threatening, like, if you don't agree to this, you're going to like get kicked out of the SEC. There was a bunch of stuff on it last week about them kind of threatening them. I didn't know if you were Tennessee fans, you would have what you thought about it.
But I bet you Father Fortenberry and T knows all about that. They're big into sports. I don't pay that much attention to it, but I just.
Bettendorf is a suburb of Davenport. Oh, so I said Davenport. I was real close. If it's just a suburb of Davenport. Yeah, David, I know you said you got a couple of bottles of that New Riff and you were going to be going down there to pick it up. You were planning a little Kentucky trip. But let me know before you go down if you want to just some thoughts on where you can go and some things to do while you're down there.
What's that? I was just catching up on the chat.
Oh, did he say he was talking about Tennessee? They was wanting to kick them out of the SEC. You heard anything about that?
No, but we should.
No, there was some talk about SEC wanted to pass some rules. So if they made limitations on like NIL that you couldn't fight it in court, or if you did, like you couldn't be part of the league. And, Tennessee, every time there's been anything passed down, they just ignore it. They do whatever they want with NIL. And so the videos I was watching were, when they were down here, they're down there right now in Destin at the doing their like big, what do you call it, college football summit or whatever, all the presidents.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And there was just talk about if they're past this and Tennessee refuses to sign, they'll just kick them out of the SEC.
There keeps being rumors that the SEC is just going to break away from the NCAA.
I've been hearing that too. I've heard that about Big Ten and SEC.
So if you're the Big Ten and the SEC, and we're going to dive into sports, why would you not break away? You have not all of them, but you have 32 of the best teams.
Yeah, it's damn near it. Yeah, there's maybe only 2 or 3 teams that would realistically have a chance at a national championship who aren't SEC or Big Ten. So.
Right, yeah, there's less than a handful.
Yeah, definitely less than a handful.
Yeah, Mark, the NIL is a joke, but the transfer portal is the problem.
Yeah, the problem is there's no regulation around it. I mean, they gotta get some. I mean, even in the NFL, you got rules, you got a cap, you got some kind of collective bargaining. I think has to happen to put some kind of wall around it.
It's hurting the kids too. There was just a kid in Memphis who All-American transferred, but he pulled out, decided to wait to try to get more money. He ended up going to Kansas State, taking $1.5 million less than he was making.
Yeah, well, that Nico took less money to go when he left Tennessee.
Yeah, he should. That's what he deserves.
Yeah.
Hey, and Arkansas is about to sue his brother too.
I saw that because he left after he had like signed a deal or something, or right?
Oh, he got paid. He got paid cash money.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they're going to have to do something. They can't just let it be the Wild West forever. It's going to come crashing down if they do.
I would rather see go back to regional conferences, small regional conferences. Like Oregon has no business in the Big Ten.
No, but you're never going to change that now. That's the whole genie out of the bottle thing. So
you're right. You're absolutely right.
Everybody just joining. I see we've got some more watchers now. We're going to have a duck race here later. For every $5 in Super Chat, you get a duck in the race, and the winner will get to choose one of these bags, which are full of various sample flights. So get in that if you want in a duck race.
Yeah, they probably thought they walked into a sports show.
Yeah, right. I know. I don't normally do that, but I know you guys do sports, and I'm a huge college football fan.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to get drugged down, and it gets
Party at Brad's house. That sounds good. Just let me know when, Trevor. We'll make sure we're down there for it.
Yeah, that's right. There's nothing wrong with beer.
All the beer he wants.
Bill, I'm with you on that.
Heck yeah.
I'm a beer drinker by heart.
Yeah.
But I will drink bourbon.
So have you guys seen that Heaven Hill has been dropping the new Old Fitzgerald 7-year recently at the distillery?
Yeah, I did see that.
So that is supposed to be a shelfer, and they're dropping that as they're allocated. So I mean, I personally, if I go and that's what I got, I think I'd be a little upset because last year they did that with the grain to glass. They were dropping the grain to glass when it first came out, and then like a couple months later, it's everywhere. So I'm wondering if the same thing's going to happen.
I don't know. I think if I went right now, well, I'd probably go to my first trip would be Buffalo Trace because the last 2 days they dropped Eagle Rare 17 and the Sass 18 today.
I'm going to be there Thursday. I'm going to be there Thursday morning.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Yeah. So we were deciding were we going to do Buffalo Trace or Heaven Hill, and Heaven Hill's been dropping that Old Fitz 7, and when we've seen what Buffalo Trace has been doing, we're going to give our shot at Buffalo Trace. We're going down for the barrel pick with Cast 529. Okay. So they're doing a barrel pick at Wilderness Trail, and we got picked as one of the Patreon members to go down there and join in with them. So we're going to be down there doing the barrel pick with those guys on Thursday afternoon. So I'm actually leaving tomorrow after work and going down, and Thursday morning I'll start at Buffalo Trace.
That'd be a great time, I guarantee you.
Look, I want to touch on something Bourbon Guy said that me and Terry was talking about the other day. So I've always drank darker, heavier beer, but I can say for myself and definitely for Marty, as my journey through bourbon has moved, my fondness for IPAs and different beers has grown as well. And I don't know if it's just because you're used to drinking heavier, more flavors.
Yeah. Because, I wouldn't drink any.
Now, Marty drank Bud Light, that was it.
He didn't start drinking Bud Light till that Dylan Mulvaney was on the can.
That's when he started.
That's when he started picking up the Bud Light.
I remember I'll tell a story. We were at a cook-off contest or a rib contest, and I bought some black and tans. And I gave Marty one, and he drank it. He said, "This is terrible." And he turned that can or bottle up and finished. I said, "Dude, I thought you didn't like it." He said, "I never want to forget how bad it was."
Now I probably like it.
Yeah, now you like it.
Yeah, Brad, I'm sure it was rigged. You got to be right. That's the only time I win. So I got a friend of mine who's like one of the partners in a brewery down in Louisville, the Noble Funk Brewery. And the very first barrel pick I ever did, he was on the pick with us. And he bought the barrel after the New Riff barrel, and they aged a stout in that barrel for like a year. It was like a New Riff aged stout, and it was fantastic. I mean, I don't drink a lot of beer, but whenever I go down there and I stop by, they do a lot of different stuff aged in bourbon barrels. Like they have one they did in like a Weller barrel, and they had some in the Old Soul barrels and stuff. And those bourbon barrel aged, some of that stuff's really good.
So is it Goose Island? No, Frontier.
Goose Island does some.
Goose Island does.
Goose Island does that stuff too. Yeah.
Founders.
Yeah.
Founders does a couple that we bought. Oh, they had one that was $20 a bottle.
Yeah.
But you could definitely taste the bourbon in it.
Yeah. If you're ever in Louisville, check out Noble Funk Brewery, and they do a lot of different stuff there, but they have quite a few aged in the bourbon barrels, and I've liked the ones that whenever I go down there, he lets me try them. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Bourbon Guy, that is one of my favorite IPAs, is a blood orange IPA. I found one in Nashville at a brewery in Nashville. They're not readily available.
My drinking of beer is maybe 3-4 times a year. I don't do it much. I drink whiskey, and occasionally I'll drink some mead. We got a local meadery we'll go to, but most time I'm just pretty much straight whiskey.
Man, if I drank bourbon playing golf, I'd be belligerent by 2 holes.
Yeah, so we kind of sip on some beer when we golf.
I don't play golf, so I'm okay with that.
I'd be out there putting naked.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't do golf, so yeah. But if I'm outside and stuff, usually if I drink, I'll still drink whiskey, but that's when I'll mix it. Like yesterday, we were outside with barbecue, and I was mixing Hard Truth and Dr. Pepper. I was doing like a Dr. Pepper and rye mixed drink.
So that's where I'll have trouble right there when I start mixing it. Yeah, I'll be out here.
You drink it way too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes down easy. It does go down a lot easier.
But that's how I got started though, mixing some back in the day.
Yeah.
Old Charter 10 or something like that. It was, you know.
No, I'm with you, but we all have that one thing that we cannot drink. And I got two. It's Old Charter and Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort, yeah, SoCo. That's a sweet one. That's a sweet one when you mix that, boy. Whew.
So when I turned 40, my wife bought me 40 of the airplane bottles, and starting 40 days for my birthday, she would give me a bottle every day. That Southern Comfort bottle, I tried to drink it. It's still sitting at the house. I opened it, smelled it. I was like, I cannot drink this.
That's a good idea.
That's funny. That's one too many bad nights, huh?
Yes, but so when I was in my early 20s, my weekend would start with a case of Natty Light and a handle of Southern Comfort.
Well, I guess one way to start it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, yes. And it usually end with some whippets.
Brad said he drank SoCo when he was 19. He hasn't went back to it since.
That's right. SoCo just hits different. It's ooh.
Well, I need to pour something else here. You guys, what are you guys going to drink? Got anything over there you going to pour up?
I got this New Riff single barrel from Beach Liquor in Panama City. I bought last year, and I'm gonna have to get another one this year because it's pretty good. Well, that's what we just had. I'm gonna try something different this time. Did you try that Buzzard Roost cigar rye?
I did. I liked it.
What else?
And I'm going to do our whiskey sippers.
Our
whiskey sippers new Riff pick.
Something a little different.
I'm gonna drink a little Blue Note. This one's from High Cotton in
this is a sticky bottle.
Oxford.
So this is the first barrel pick we did for the channel. Back in January, we did New Riff, and so that's our pick. It was a very good one. Oh man, that's got a great nose. Mad Dog, you know what? That's what we drank back in high school days. Back in the 90s, we were drinking Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, I did one time. Yep, I did one time for sure.
So on our show, well, I'll take it back. On our show once and on RJ the Feds, we gave away a signed Mad Dog 2020. We're only gonna do 5 of them. So
Signed by who?
Signed by us.
Oh, signed by you. Okay.
Look, it was a hot item.
A Mad Dog.
It was just like a joke deal, and
It was a joke deal, and everybody wanted the MD 2020 signs.
Oh yeah.
So,
it brings back memories for us older Gen Xers.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's got a butterscotch smell to it today.
It does.
So, have you ever tried Second Glance?
Mm-mm.
It is I don't know what it is.
They're all finished in some kind of.
Yeah, they finish them in wines and ports and.
I can't read it. I don't know what I'm trying.
But this was called Lip Service. So this is a straight rye whiskey.
Is that finished?
This one is not finished. It is only aged 3 years.
That's good.
That's why it's in a black bottle. You can't see what color it is.
It's a young pup.
All right, guys. Duck race will be out here in a few minutes. If you want a chance to be in the duck race, every $5 in super chat will get you a duck.
Tastes just like drinking water. Plus, it's only 90 proof. Give it a little sip.
Oh, Roger. What's up, Roger?
Roger Randall.
He said auctioning the Mad Dog on secondary. I guess that's who won it.
Yeah, Roy won one of them.
Yes, he did.
So we used to drink Boilermakers. You ever had a Boilermaker?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
we drank
Irish Car Bomb is one of my favorites. Oh, Sugar Kitty, we did drink Aftershock too.
That one I'm not familiar with.
Good.
There's an
Hey, Donald, I got you.
A red one. Was they both Aftershock?
I thought it was all after. I thought
it may have been.
Yeah, it was like red and a white.
Okay. JD, I got you. Tracy bringing back some memories. She remembers all those too.
Oh man,
Boone's Farm. Everybody always had
look, you go pick up your girlfriend some Boons.
Yep.
The Strawberry Hill and the Fuzzy Navel.
The strawberry, yeah. You get her to Strawberry Hill. You get yourself a bottle of Mad Dog or Thunderbird. You ever have Thunderbird?
If you want to strongly apply something, you or imply you get some sex on the beach. Wink, nod.
And I was so I grew up in Florida. You said you got that bottle from Panama City Beach.
Yeah.
I grew up just outside Panama City Beach. So that's where we were every spring break. And in Florida, you could buy the 190 proof or 100 and whatever 90 proof Everclear. So we used to get that. We get that on New Year's Eve. We get a bottle of that Everclear. That stuff will hurt you.
You said Everclear. I forgot about the Purple Passion too. It had Everclear in it. Remember that?
Yes, it did. So like Light brought up the Zemas. You get those Zemas and drop the Jolly Ranchers in it.
Oh yeah. And it took me back.
That's right. The Boone's Farm, Boone's Strawberry Hill is a panty dropper.
Yeah, that was a popular one. That was a great $4, $3.99 back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go get some Nat Lights at Boone's Farm. Just knew it's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah, we
usually end up sitting around playing GoldenEye by ourselves.
We drink a lot of the malt liquor too. So we drink like Colt 45s or the Old English or the Mickey's, the Big Mouths. You ever see the Mickey's Big Mouths? Like the barrel with the big wide opening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mickey's. God.
Haven't heard panty dropper since the 80s. Dating ourselves, guys.
Well. Yes. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up and run my Patreon giveaway. So I'm going to share this screen.
Okay, now yes, the Everclear watermelons is legit.
And then we do the Everclear and put a bunch of stuff in a cooler, all the fruit and stuff.
Oh yeah, we call that
Hunch punch.
hunch.
Was it hunch punch? I can't remember.
Yeah, hunch punch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but we named it after one of the dudes he's parted with, like Mickey or something.
Oh
like
yeah. But that was the original name.
Yeah.
Oh, jungle juice. We also called it jungle juice. Jungle
That's
juice.
what we got was jungle juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bill Street here in Memphis has a thing called a diver.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever been on Bill Street, it's like a 3-gallon bucket.
Silky O'Sullivan.
Silky O'Sullivan. They'll come out with like 8 straws in it. And you'll see 8 dudes walk around one bucket. And it's nothing but beer, grenadine.
I don't know what I was.
I don't know what else in it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and run this Patreon race. We're going to do the barnyard animals.
Uh-oh.
Patreons, good luck. Here we go. Paul's off to a quick lead. Here comes, Donald. Oh, falling behind. Here's Matt. Patrick's in the lead. Brad's catching up. Brad's the pig. Wouldn't you know? We got Matt. We got Matt trying to catch up. He's one of the sheep. He's the green necklace sheep. Brad's pulling ahead. Look at that. Way ahead. Big lead.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Big lead, Brad. Don't blow it. Don't blow
It's
it.
hard to catch.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hold
Here
up,
we go.
hold up.
Oh, he's running out of steam.
There's
But
oh!
there's still another Brad.
He tripped.
Oh! Congratulations, Brad.
Oh, Brad still won.
Yeah, Brad and Brad. He's got multiple entries because of his tier. So you get one entry.
Okay,
for every
yeah,
tier
I
you are
could see
on
the logo of the names.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, Brad, you will get a sample of the brand new New Riff High Note 10-year bourbon that was released last week.
Brad beat himself.
Yeah, beat himself.
Been
So,
there.
and it is good. This New Riff 10 year is fantastic. It really is. I hope everybody out there got a chance to get one, or everybody who could. I know it's pick up at the distillery, so it makes it a little harder. But did you guys get in on that at all? The New Riff 10 years that dropped?
No, we haven't seen it.
Okay.
Todd, I have to look at Marty and T and see what I've had to drink before because I don't know.
Well, it just came out last week. It was a
I like
special
it.
drop. Yeah, it was a
I will
special.
sit here and say, hell yeah, I've had that. They'll say, no, you hadn't.
And it won't ship. Well, I don't know if they even shipped it, but it won't ship to Arkansas, and we haven't seen it around here.
Yeah, so this was pick up only at the distillery. You have
Oh,
to
okay,
pick up-
okay.
you
No,
have to pick
there's
up at the
no.
distillery.
We hadn't been over there in a while.
Yeah. But it's very good. I'll have to get you guys a sample of that too. It's really good. So congratulations, Brad. I'll try and see you when I'm going down there. I'm going down here the next couple of days, like I said, for a barrel pick because he lives down there in northern Kentucky. I'll see if I can hook up with you while we're down there and drop that off. And I also got so the duck race win from Sonda. So, all right, last call for duck race. If anybody else wants another entry, otherwise I'm going to set this up here in the next couple of minutes and run this duck race. So, what is one of the newer bourbons you guys have found lately that you really like, that you've come across that you've been impressed with?
We just yesterday opened the 13 Colonies Echoes pick, the pick he did for veterans. It was really good.
Yeah, I must have did that after I left.
Well, it may have been. Well, I didn't start drinking bourbon after you left.
I'm seeing a trend here.
I did not, Patrick. Did you send a super chat or did you send it another way? I did not see an entry. Oh, I see you sent it Venmo. I got you, Patrick.
David said the Remus 9-year blew him away.
Yeah, I know,
love
David. I think you drank that whole bottle already. I saw when you got that. I'm up in the air on it because I heard it's very like orange, like citrus orange. I don't like that in a lot of bourbon, so we'll see.
Remus has turned into one of my favorites.
You like
Oh yeah.
Oh, Uncle Bubba's here.
Cheers, Uncle Bubba.
I said Uncle Bubbles. That sounds even better. What's up, Uncle Bubba?
And the other one, Todd, is the Cafe Olay from Glens Creek. I had some guys there about a month ago, and they got me a bottle. And then Austin, the guy that's in the Bourbon Legends, he picked me up another one last week, and they're 1 barrel apart. They're sister barrels, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm really enjoying that too.
I'm a fan of like pretty much everything coming out of Hard Truth. That's my favorite like craft distillery right now.
Yeah.
But Tracy got me a bottle of the short barrel Sap Squatch, which is the short barrel finished in maple syrup barrels and toasted barrels. I really like that. I thought that was pretty darn good.
Yeah, I got one of those last week.
Oh, did you? Okay. You guys try it yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
good.
I got the Bourbon Together short barrel.
Oh, the Rockies pick?
Yeah.
That was Rockies pick? Yeah.
Yep. And man, short barrel, 13 colonies, all this craft stuff, man. I think I'm liking it. It's I enjoy it more than I did, the other stuff I've been trying to chase after for years.
Yeah, like David said, I agree. Hard Truth, everything I've had from Hard Truth has been fantastic. Their bourbon, their rye, their caramel malted rye, the sweet mash rye, the 4-grain bourbon, the straight bourbon, all their stuff's good. So Paul said he's doing the Jefferson's cast strength. I have never liked Jefferson's. I've heard the cast strength supposed to be pretty good, but all the other Jefferson stuff I've never liked. So like the Oceans and all that, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, I'm not either. I hadn't had any of the cast strengths or the single barrel stuff.
It's so overrated for what?
It's gimmicky.
Yeah, it's gimmicky. Yes.
But I'm sure they got some good
But
stuff.
when I first started getting into bourbon, I was like, oh man, that's fancy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll hook you up there, Tracy. I'll get you. Hey, David, why don't you go ahead and drop a link to the Patreon and to the Discord? So on the Discord, Tracy and Charles, the rye guy, have set up a traveling sample case. And what it is we filled a case full of samples, and it's going to be shipped around, and everybody can take a couple of samples, and then they got to replace them and then ship it to the next person on the list. And that's all been set up in the Discord.
Cool.
So I don't know if they're accepting more people right now. I think they might make a second list and do another case if it gets big enough. But anybody out there who's got an interest in that, there's a Discord.
It's going to my house. I'd be like, I didn't get it in the mail. I'd be like, I never got it.
Oh, man.
It disappeared. That damn UPS. They lose everything.
Look, we had some samples for Locktar that I carried with me forever. And finally, I was supposed to see him and give them to him, and I didn't get a chance to run into him.
I got to take a call.
Okay. And finally, I got them back to T so we can ship them out to Locktar.
But yeah, so that case is going to be going around. They ran a duck race, see the order. So I can't remember who's first in line, but it's getting shipped out to them this week. So it's a pretty interesting concept. I thought it was pretty cool how that Whiskey Sippers traveling sample case, and we'll see. I think there's pretty good stuff in it. There's some nice single barrels and some stuff that might not be so easy to get, like not necessarily big distillery allocated, but like local type stuff that you might not be able to get. So it's good stuff to try.
Yeah, don't be upset if you see a Life of the Patio traveling case. That's a great idea.
I think they stole it from somebody else, honestly. Tracy's the one who brought it up. It sounds good to me. Yeah, let's roll with it. Sounds good. All right, I'm going to go over and I am going to set up the duck race, everybody. So last moment chance. If anybody wants to enter, I'm going to be setting it up now. So just give me a
That's
couple
right,
of
Sugar Kitty, full of Natty Light. I put Bush Light and Natty Light in them.
minutes. We told nobody no Jim Beam white label.
Nothing but the good stuff.
Yeah. All
I
right,
can come over
guys.
to Marty and Terry's and get their stuff. Oh, Chip's wanting in the race. $5 for a duck.
Give me a duck.
How much for the race? Every $5 in super chat, you get a duck in the race, Chip.
Hey, Uncle Bubba, he said he likes Uncle Bubba's Trailer Park Boys.
That was my
All right,
son
I
calling.
got you next. I got you, David, on another entry there. I'm putting names in now.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Dickel.
I am not a Dickel fan. I do not like it.
Well, I will partake of a little Dickel every now and then.
I like, man, you know, the Leapers Fork stuff, the Tennessee, I like it. Most Dickel, I don't care for.
Is Leapers Fork? They're not Dickel, are they?
No. I'm just saying Tennessee, as far as Tennessee stuff.
Oh, okay.
Love Jack Daniel.
But Dickel
I
does the
like
job.
Old Glory. I like Old Glory. Old Glory's pretty good. I've been to that
Oh
distillery.
yeah, it is good.
Yeah, Father Fortenberry likes the Dickel. Well, remember he said that
Yep.
he likes to get himself some Dickel.
Yep. I'm glad you said that, Brian.
All right. I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to run this duck race. So we get the costume race. I'm going to shuffle up the characters with 3 shuffles, and here we go. JD with a big lead to start in the ketchup bottle. But here comes Jim. Jim, the hot dog and the snowman. David tried. You tried, David. You tried, but
class.
no. And here comes Fortenberry in the lead.
Right, like right.
Dinosaur suit on.
The dinosaur costume.
Look, I'm confident I will run out of steam.
Here we
Oh,
go.
look at it. He's starting to drag.
Oh, you might have.
No, he's drag. Oh, there he goes. There
Somebody,
he goes.
here comes from behind. Jim.
Oh, sorry.
Good job. Way to run in a hot dog costume. Don't they do that in there like the Brewers? Aren't they the one that have the hot dog race? One of those.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, teams have the hot dog race. There you go. Jim, I hope he's still on. Yeah. If you're still on, Jim, you got to pick which bag you want. If not, I guess we'll have to grab one and I'll have to catch up with him another time. So we'll see if he's still there. Give him a couple minutes.
Brian, I was so close, baby. So close.
You're trying hard in that dinosaur costume. I think the bone.
Look, if I'm taking that bone and stuff,
That bone that slowed you down.
Yeah, hold the bone out.
Yeah, if I'd held the bone out like that.
that bone's too much. Jim, all right, Jim, congratulations. He wants bag A. Let's see what we got.
Okay, he said the Cleveland Guardians, which still is odd to me, but yeah.
Okay. So, Jim, you won a 4 Roses flight.
Sweet.
We have a 4 Roses OESV, 11-year, 6-month, Tier 2. A 4 Roses OESF, 11-year, 3-month, Tier 3. And a 4 Roses OESQ, 10-year, 9-month, Tier 5. So you got 3 of the barrel strength 4 Roses OE recipes. So I hope you like 4 Roses.
Congrats, yeah.
And just if you want to email me and I can get that mailed out to you, I'll put our email in the chat here. Yeah, so these are all pretty good, but in particular, this tier 5, this OESQ is a really, really good bottle. So, but the other ones are really good too at 11 years. I've noticed that a lot of the barrel strength Four Roses that are coming out lately are younger. Like I don't know if they've used up all their older barrels, but I don't see a lot of the 11 and 12 year anymore. So,
That's cool.
a lot of 9 years coming out
Yeah.
that I've seen. Tracy, you're just starting your Four Roses journey. Well, yep, you gotta go through them all. You gotta try all of them, decide which one you really like. It's the only way to do it. You gotta give them a try because they're all very much different. Yeah, they're very different.
You gotta collect them all.
Yeah, they're different.
You guys like Four Roses?
Oh, I do.
I do, yes. And I didn't for a while, but I've really grown to appreciate it.
All right, awesome. Well, it is 7:00, so it's going to be a short week for me because I'm headed out tomorrow afternoon. I'm not going to stay up late tonight. I got to work tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody who came on and joined on an early night. It's odd for me to be on a Tuesday. And I want to thank you guys, Marty and Father Thorntonberry, for coming on and trying your light whiskey with me. And I'm glad you liked them.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it for sure.
Oh, always, anytime, guys.
And anytime Marty wins whiskey, yeah, we'll come on and drink it.
Yeah, just keep entering the duck races. I'm sure you'll win again. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And next week, I should be back to my normal time. In fact, next week, we're going to have a special. I'm having a buddy of mine on, and we're doing a special celebration episode. He's got some stuff he wants to celebrate, and he's bringing some really nice bottles to Fresh Crack. So we're going to have a celebration episode next week on our regular Thursday time. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you then. Until next time, remember, the best bourbon or whiskey is the one you like the most.
Cheers, everybody.